Truth Man here. The channel is, and I'm gonna be a little more quiet because it's late. The No Matrix, No Simping All Subjects channel. So I still make videos for my supporters, for my No Matrix followers. I know most people ain't gonna support. You start going through stuff, people back off instead of having your back. Instead of having your back, they back off. But they don't want people to do that to them, you know. So on this video, I'm going to continue this Isaiah 4:1 series and this particular mini series within Isaiah 4:1. When your wife or your girl doesn't want you, what shall you do? This is from Darius M. He really struck gold with this one. Wait, hold on. Let me show you.
Marriage when this is occurring.
Man divorces toxic wife seconds after she posted this on social media. Now, this series is when your wife or your girl don't want you, do this. Now, again, like some women, they know how to present arguments. But any woman that's taken up for today's women sounds like a fool to me. Like, it's like if I thought you, like if you are smart, you're being dumb. Because it's too many cases of what Darius M was putting on here. And this is why I say get your own, because if you ain't got your own, when you start telling the truth, people try to penalize the truth by going by other things. Let me tell you something. The truth is the truth no matter what a person has or how they look or how tall they are or how much money they got, going back to what a person has. Whether they sick or well, the truth is still the truth. And the truth is that when you nowadays, and it's probably somewhat always been like this, but it's worse now. When you get in a relationship, man, it's a big risk to your mental health, to your spirituality, and to everything else. Now, it's not impossible for you to find a good woman. It's impossible, and you will not find a perfect woman. But it's not impossible to find a good one. See, where we mess up as men, is we get to listening to them more than we listen to the reality. That's where we mess up. You gotta take this type of stuff slow. You can't be too merciful. You can't be too unmerciful. You gotta find the perfect in between, merciful and unmerciful. And you gotta now, at all times, you gotta be willing to cut that off, break up, and you have to avoid the brainwashing from them. Look, no matter what they are, what they do, what they say, there's somebody else that if they don't do right by you, another person can do better. And it's not, I don't believe it's the same for them. It is, but it not percentage based. Their chances are far less than ours as men. They can. It's a few good guys out there. It's a few guys that still willing to be good. But it's not the same. For one, it's more of them than us. There's more of them than us. That's number one. And like I said, I make videos for those who still watching. A lot of y'all, I don't know what you want, man. And I don't care. You know, I know I'm helping people with these videos. Even if it's just 5 people, if 100 watch it and 5 people are positively affected by what I'm about to say, because you should not look down upon yourself or your life for these women. You got to understand that many of them want to be sluts or used to be sluts. And if they used to be sluts, then that means that could come back. If they want to be slut, then that can come. And you got to understand this when you look, relationships are, love is the smallest part of relationship. You got to be able to coexist with these people. Because again, the government, the police department, you got all these dudes that were raised by a single mother that want to be heroes. Like that police officer that came in here, totally unhinged. The other one was calm, collected, and he actually stopped it from me and him, the other dude jumping off. Let me tell you something, man. If I wanted to deal with police officers, I would have kept committing crime. That was one of the main reasons why I stopped doing the stuff I used to do. What I look like. So this is how women will do you. And it wasn't her. It was her family. They called the police on me, man. Over an argument. All we was doing was arguing. We wasn't fighting. I'm not going to fight no woman. Only way you'll see me fighting a woman if I'm beating a man and she trying to help him. Then I have to, because he might get the edge on me. That's the only way you gonna see it. Or if she's just doing too much and just attacking me and I gotta defend myself. I don't believe in hitting women. But that divorce stuff, man, I'm gonna tell you, man, it take a toll. And I ain't even like went through the full process of it. Just the lead up, like, is enough for me, to be like, man, I don't want to deal with this no more. So just know and understand that 100% of these women gonna build themselves up more than they actually are. They gonna build it up. They're not gonna say, hey, I can be very contentious. I don't believe in submission. I believe we equal. They're not gonna tell you these things. They not. And so we gonna get into some things like, listen, on this series, first of all, let me just, Isaiah 4:1 says, in that day, 7 women will take hold of 1 man, saying we will eat our own food, wear our own clothes, unless be called by your name, take away your disgrace. The disgrace is how these lousy women, these trash, bad attitude, get you in jeopardy, get you in trouble women, mess it up for the good ones. Because it's a couple, it's always going to be good women. It's just not that many. By comparison to how many of them it actually is, it's not that many good ones. But they mess it up. The toxic ones mess it up for the good ones. And if you think it's only black women, you are an absolute goofy. You are an absolute 100% pure, uncut goofy. If you think it's just black women, it's all across the board. And you could try to go get your passport all you want. They just better at faking theirs off. But they messing with all those guys. They done, this year they done messed with 10 guys and cooked 10 guys' eggs. The devil is a lie. I don't think that's the answer. I think if you want to have a little fun, fine. But I don't think that's the answer. There is no answer to this foolishness that's going on in relationships. So I want to play a couple clips from Darius M. And I'm going to be stopping and commenting on it. And again, this series is, when your girlfriend and wife don't want you no more, do this.
Absolutely. When you're finding
Wait, hold on. Then you got all these women that bash other women, but you get with them, you be like, wait, I thought you was gonna be different. They making money from YouTube, man. A couple of them might actually think like that, but you know. And when they look like this from white girl standard, she's attractive. You know, she's attractive in her own way. But who's to say she ain't even worse than the people she talking about? Don't fall for that either, God.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And now you have to take care of yourself. What? Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what did you say?
I was the lie.
No, what did you say before that?
What?
What did you say before that?
I'm gonna take my walk.
Before that.
You wanna do it?
Right.
What?
What did you expect me to say? I said no, but what did you expect me to say?
So, these women, he wanted to get a little nippy dippy. These women turning their husbands down. They got their last name. They want him to do all this stuff for them, but they turning them down. Any time and every time that a wife turns her husband down for sex, I don't care if she building a church, that's the devil. If she's not sick, if she's not on her period, and some dudes they even do it then. And she turning her husband down for sex, no matter what she thinks, that's the devil. That 1 Corinthians 7:10, stop depriving one another, let Satan come in and tempt you for your lack of self-control. No matter what in a woman's, I'm wonderful with God and this God, that any time and every time a wife turns her husband down for sex, this is why you don't forgive them when they cheat. You don't forgive them when they cheat, because especially if she turned you down even once for sex. If she has sex with another man, you don't stay with her. From the heart, you forgive them. But in terms of who you deal with, you start dealing with other women. You don't deal with her no more. Because by her turning you down for sex, and I heard a dude talking about this, I'm going to see if I can find the video. What she's saying is, I don't accept you as king. I don't accept you as my leader. And when she does it with somebody else, she's saying, I accept you as my leader. She had to take bras off. She had to do all these changes to get to, even having sex. So when they don't want you, man, you got to love yourself and respect yourself to say, you know what, man, and don't let them guilt trip you. You tell them to their face, look, you didn't want me. I'm not trying to hear none of that stuff. And sometimes the devil will start talking to you through these women. If their actions led to an action of yours, and they don't like the action of yours, they supposed to just be like, look, I know I was wrong for this, but I'm just gonna move on. Instead of trying to make you feel bad for what you did when they tempted you, they contributed to it. If you're not a Satanist, you shouldn't be playing and dealing with the devil, man.
I never did. What difference does it make?
Well, it makes a lot of difference.
She arguing with her husband because he wanted to get a little nippy dippy. He wanted a little bit on a video. No, I can't say. I done said stuff on video. But this right here, I would have never did. Never.
You're making a video.
Exciting times over here, just off live and
And she not even, see, this woman right here, I wouldn't even, she could throw it at me. I'd be like, nah, that's all right. I would do nothing with this woman. And I'm not I don't believe in like just completely bashing people on my video. This woman right here, no. She should be glad that somebody even with her. But this is what's going on, man. And some people say that about me, and that's fine. You got a right to your opinion. Isaiah 4:1. Look, your opinion is not everybody's opinion. People flirt with me all the time, but look, I'm not the type to just gonna jump on this, jump on that. It's not even that serious, man. For one, even if I wasn't a man of God, the old me would have saw how crazy these chicks is, and I still wouldn't have been jumping on them. Like her, I wouldn't even want her to see my pecker. Like I turn sideways and cover it up. I wouldn't even want her to see it. She don't even deserve to see it. But yet she want to dog her husband who wants her to see it. This is what's going on, y'all.
Emails and TikToks and anyway, that's what I did. You want to do it? Marriage.
They think this stuff is.
So you're telling me that a man.
So she want to be married, but she don't want to have sex. That's a mental incapacity. You want to be married, but you don't want to have sex. Something is wrong with you mentally. So let me get this straight. He should be married to her, right? But he should bypass sex, do everything as a man, and not get the pleasure of a man. And this lady gonna cook her.
Liz, your husband can ask you very plainly and straightforward without any pressure if you want to be intimate with him. It's just a clear yes or no answer, and he's not going to pressure you into it. He's on to the next topic, asking you how your life was. But you have to shame him because you are so offended that he asked you that question. How dare he? Because what? You're busy doing the things that are more important, which is talking on your TikTok live, your followers, your emails. This here is something that makes a man feel like nothing. And honestly, when he realizes that he's being.
And that's the thing. Do this. This is what this video. When she don't want you to do this, never let a woman make you feel like nothing. If you allow that, then you're no longer, if you say you believe in God, if you allow a woman to make you feel like nothing, you just converted to Satanism. You no longer a believer in the God of heaven if you let a woman make you feel like this. You're a Satanist now.
Filmed, you can hear the exhaustion in his voice. That is a man that had no problem taking the no, but then you made it a problem by shaming him online. Yeah, this is a problematic marriage when this is occurring. Absolutely.
It's a problematic marriage anytime a woman, for no reason at all, just decides that she don't want to have sex with her husband. See, this is why the laws got to change in this country, man. They got to stop rewarding women who make these type of decisions, man. Okay, you want to stop being a wife, go out there and take care of yourself.
Absolutely. When you're finding the need to shame your husband for wanting you online, a husband being shamed for wanting to be with his wife in that way.
Right, that is goofy.
Hey man, does it say?
Now watch this.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, this is Michael. Hey, I keep seeing your number pop up my girl's phone. And, I'm a little nervous for what's going on with everything.
Shout out to the guy he was talking to. More guys need to do this, man. More guys need to do this, man.
And she's kind of been hit or miss. Do you have anything to say? Like, I just want to make sure that she said you were a coworker. I hope you're just a coworker, bro.
I'm a little more than co-workers.
What does that mean?
Well, we've been hanging out.
Like, how
Shout out to the man he's talking to. He could have been a buster, little side dude punk. He told the truth. You gotta give him credit for that. You gotta give him credit for that. Now, this is what I say. I don't think no man should try to talk to another man's wife or girlfriend. I just don't. I don't think men should even get with divorced women. That unless their husband was like a serial killer or some old crazy stuff, I don't think you should even get with them. But he did it right. Okay, if you gonna choose to take a man's girl, then if he come to you man to man, you should just tell the truth. You should tell the truth. Now, me personally, I'd be like, it would be a situation with me, if I didn't know. I'd be like, hey man, I ain't know, man. But yeah, this is what happened.
That's all the evidence I needed.
She belongs to the streets.
Excuse me.
You gotta, that kind of stuff will come back on you as a man. You gotta give a man another opportunity to get his release, because what happens is, if she don't want him and she's sneaking around with you, then she gonna start like mistreating him, and he could end up in jail or at the hand violence at the hands of the police. So you as a man, you should be willing to just tell the truth, man.
I noticed you here. You look like exactly my fucking type, you know?
Wait a minute.
Now, when they turn you down, man, when they do, because this is what they want to do, just move on, forget about it. In fact, if you can, I would talk to another woman by the one right where the woman who turned you down can see it.
So he approached.
Let's see what Darius M think.
You look like my type. She said, "Good for you." This is why men are shooting their shot. All you men that say, "Oh, why are men approaching?" or stuff like that. These women don't really want you to approach. They don't have really any genuine interest in you. They just want to reject you because they want to feel
Right.
powerful.
They don't like the
They
fact
like,
they
yeah,
can't
this guy shot his shot
reject.
This time I rejected him, and they want to tell their homegirls and their friends, and they would get you in a group chat and say, "This creepy guy approached me." Like that's all we want is an ego boost. Listen.
Excuse me. I noticed you here. You look like exactly my fucking type, you know?
She all right. She not all that, man. Okay, now this is the main thing I want y'all to see. This story right here is why it's very risky marrying these women. Very risky marrying these women. You have to have it. This is how you should think as a man in 2026. I'm not getting married unless. That's how you should think. I get a unicorn, I get a woman, and don't get a marriage license and don't do it in no palimony state. No marriage license, no palimony state. If you say, well, I feel like I gotta get a marriage, okay, go to Kentucky. Move to Kentucky. Move to Texas, where what they could do to you is limited. But listen to this story. I'm gonna be paused.
Excuse me. I noticed you.
I don't want to see her no more. She ain't even all that. She like a 6. 'Cause like some of her features, look, she just a 6, man.
Mother and several other relatives on her mom's side have developed dementia. Her mom lived with us for 4 years until earlier this year. Her father
Health problems is another
Our
thing.
kids are independent and out of the house. Oldest is in her last semester of college and the youngest is enlisted. The last 4 years were tough on us. Our kids, daughter moved for college but moved back for a little bit during COVID, and our marriage. Living with someone with dementia is brutal. We have talked a lot last year about taking the remaining college funds and our regular savings, selling or renting the house. We were ready to downsize anyway. Quit our jobs and travel for a year or until the money runs out. We just had to wait for her mom to move into a home. I understand her anxiety about developing dementia, and I was burned out. You lived through COVID, working remote, a wife working remote, a college and high school student taking remote classes, and a mother-in-law with dementia, and you see how you hold up. Space finally opened up, and we were able to move her mom into a care facility. I thought I had a chance to breathe. When we moved Mary's mom out, Mary's mental health took a huge downward spiral. I went from caring for her mom to caring for her. She
Oh,
felt guilty
yeah.
about putting her mom in a home and had lots of anxiety about developing dementia. Our plan was to start our traveling summer 2024, and the stories.
Okay, let me stop here. This the video if you want to watch it without stopping. Always remember this. Most of them, it's not about you, it's about them. So they'll say, yeah, let's do this, let's travel, this plan right here. Yeah, I'm gonna help you with this. Blah 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 blah. They'll say, oh, stop trying to say that's me. That's not me. That's not me. That's the internet. The internet ain't real. And you watch Facebook like a kid and all this other stuff. But then as the days go by, you start seeing more and more similarities between them and the stuff that you hear about on YouTube. So this particular guy, him and his wife had all these plans to travel, this, that, and the other. But watch what happened.
2023. 2 months ago, I get home and she left a note. My friend calls it Exhibit A. Basically, she was going on our trip without me. She quit her job, took most of our savings, and wasn't sure when she'd be back. Maybe a year, maybe sooner. She knew I'd understand. Her location is turned off.
She knew I'd understand. No woman should know you will understand, because that's going to fuel the actions. And a lot of time, when you start acting differently than they think, then that's when all hell breaks loose. See, they'll think, oh, well, I could do this, and he not going to do nothing. He not going to go nowhere, blah, blah, blah. But the reality is, you shouldn't have tested that man. Because watch how this unfolds.
My calls go directly to voicemail. I texted the kids a picture of the note. That's terrible. We have our checking accounts for direct deposits of our paychecks, but we transfer most of it into a joint account to pay the household bills and savings. We both have access to the main savings account. We have joint credit cards we use for household.
That's the dangers of marriage when you start combining that money. You're acting, these dudes is acting like they married to goddesses or something.
Expenses. The 2 cars and mortgages are joint. We both also have our own small savings account, our own retirement accounts, equity funded, and our own credit cards for gifts and fun things. I closed all joint cards and accounts. I waited a month to see if she'd come back, hopefully before she spent her savings.
Who you wanted back?
One text the first month, I went to a lawyer. She basically said that there was very little to do right now, other than changing.
I guarantee you, if he tried to sleep with his wife, when she turned around, I guarantee you, I would become somebody's slave for the rest of my life if I'm wrong. I guarantee you that thing is going to hit and smell different because she don't want him. And we talking about what to do in situations like that. You got to move on. You gotta, if you're not the type of dude, if you gonna dwell on it, then you need to get somebody else right away. I know people tell you, no, oh, you gotta heal. Nope. For some people, that's the case. For some other people, not the case. You gotta move on. You gotta replace. If you gonna just sit and dwell and let somebody get some power over you, you need to move on.
The beneficiaries of my retirement account and life insurance. Yay, my wife gets nothing else if I die alone while she's having our adventures. It was only a month and there was no way to serve her papers. My lawyer advised me to keep paying the mortgage and the cars, The cost of trying to get a judge to approve the sale of joint assets was more than making payments.
Now watch what they say. All of y'all that think you should just block somebody and go no contact, watch what they say.
I didn't want to ruin my credit by letting one of our cars get repossessed, but I couldn't sell it because she's on the title. I get random texts and she sporadically posts on Instagram. Of course, she has her comments turned off. I want to block her so bad, but my lawyer advised me that it's better to maintain a communication channel that's not through our kids. Her last post was from Hawaii. She put in the comments how great a husband I was for letting her take.
So a lot of these women, you got to realize this. They don't like good guys. They talk like they do. But if you check their history and you check their current action, they don't. This dude had his act together. He got multiple cars, houses, he got all these bank accounts and stuff, and that still wasn't enough to get her to do right by him. They like bum dudes, man. They like dudes that just gonna treat them like a trashy whore.
This trip, I'm barely making it, paying 2 cars, a mortgage, household bills, insurance, hoping there are no emergencies because I have no savings. And she's enjoying our trip. Her.
Right. F her. He is struggling now. She done caused a whirlwind and chaos in this house. And you know what? This video is what to do when your girl or your wife don't like you. Let's go back. And he taking the right attitude.
That's not through our kids. Her last post was from Hawaii. She put in the comments how great a husband I was for letting me take this trip.
Shut the F
I'm
up.
barely making it, paying 2 cars, a mortgage, household bills, insurance, hoping there are no emergencies because I have no savings. And she's enjoying our trip. Her. I'm so
Right. F her.
pissed at her.
But here's the thing. Don't be pissed at her, man. Don't be pissed at her. You, look, a lot of them, that they like that. They like that. They want to go back and forth. They want to argue. They want to tell you how bad of a guy you are, even though you've been a good guy. So don't get pissed at her. When she try to get you in arguments and stuff, you got to learn this as a man. Don't be angry, man. You know what? Take the attitude. It happens. Women ghost you. Women reject you. Women ignore you. Women change their mind about you. Don't be pissed. Move on. Move on. Eat the food you like. Play the games you like. Go see the movies you want. Move on. The fishy, bloody, goofy, Jezebelic. Dude, listen. Just move on. It's not easy, but you got to keep doing it. A lot of y'all don't like your job, but you still doing it. You can't do this. You whipped. You whipped. Okay, watch this. If you that whipped on her, then you better off jagging off, thinking about those times, or watching some corn, than sitting around allowing this woman to exploit you, man. Y'all don't believe in yourself. Y'all don't think that you can get nothing else.
I helped take care of her mom for 4 years.
Look all the stuff he did.
After her mom moved into a memory
Man,
care,
F that, bro.
and she returns the favor by abandoning me. I'll never get to this trip.
And he sounded like a female. But you know what? I've sounded like that too. I said the transparency don't really work in 2026. But I've sounded like that too. I did this and that, and that wasn't good enough. Blah, blah, blah. Look, move on, man. Move on. if you got kids, for the kids' sake, don't be doing all that fight. Don't even argue in front of the kid. The devil be like, ooh, dang. Remember how if you Gen X, remember when people was instigating in the 90s and the 80s, and they'd be like, ooh, dang. That's how the devil doing. When a man and a woman, they have kids, argue in front of them. Devil be like, ooh, dang.
And I'll have to put off retirement. My only solace is my kids are pissed at her too. They'll probably forgive her eventually. Double.
How do you get anything out of your kids taking sides? All you want the kids to do is see the truth. You don't want them to take sides. You want them to still love both of their parents. Because what if they take sides with the person that's more in the wrong? That's why you don't want them to take sides.
I'm no fool. She's hooking up with guys. She looks good.
Yes, she is.
Zero problems getting men. I texted her and asked if she was sleeping around. A week later, she responded that wasn't true.
Of course not. Of course not. Your girl, she just sitting twiddling her thumbs, singing Kumbaya, my love, watching Romeo and Juliet, Gone with the Wind, The Notebook. She say, most of y'all girls, well, I'm finna go to sleep. I'm gonna talk to you later. But she ain't going to sleep. Dude coming over there. Oh, you keep accusing me. Look, here's another thing. If you accuse a woman that ain't doing nothing, she's not gonna fly off the handle. She might get annoyed, but she'll be able to properly explain this, that, and the other. If y'all look at my short, ladies, guys questioning you only because, even though y'all women think that a guy, if he likes her, then what's wrong with that? No. Throughout the history of men have not married or dated whores. They'll give a whore a couple dollars and they'll go about their way. Now, these dudes is weirdos. They not thinking straight. They involved in all type of witchcrafts and secret groups and deep state. So when you see a billionaire dating a whore, you better recognize that that's nothing to them, because some of their rituals involve whores. So it's nothing to them. But all the rest of us dudes, do it and watch what happens to you. You'll never be the same. She gonna mess you up for trying to marry a slut.
So I'm drinking alone on a Friday night, and she's somewhere, probably on a beach, enjoying her life.
See, he's sitting around thinking about it. That's where he messing up. This dude is actually sitting, okay, go drink in the bar. Go start mingling with women. Go to the mall. Go to Target. Go just even if you get rejected, just talk. Just talk. Because I would say, again, this video is do this. You gotta see as a man that other women are interested. When you with one that don't want you no more, you can't change that. All you can change is you. All you can change is who you deal with. You can't change it when they don't want you no more. And that's why, going back, he said, I was pissed. Don't be. So can't nobody change their mind about you? They changing their mind about God. You not God. But can't nobody change their mind about you. This is where I had to get rid of my ego. Because y'all be, man, I bet she I wonder if his pecker is bigger than mine. I wonder if he's doing this. Don't stop thinking about that. It probably already happened. It's gonna happen. When they don't want you, say it with me. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. She gonna get smashed. It's gonna happen. When they don't want you, when they change their mind about you, they'll still be trying to finish breaking you down. Oh, you this, you that, you that. Don't even listen to that. Just realize and understand that you're not the only person that fought here. And a lot of y'all, you're not the main person that fought. Don't listen to all that garbage. Tell her like this, look, if you gonna move on, just move on. I ain't trying to hear that. And don't care what she does, because you can't stop it. And if you ain't rich, first of all, this dude talking about he can't pay his bill. That's what he need to be worried about. His comfort level.
My lawyer has given me a bunch of advice and options. It was just way more than I could possibly include in this post. I could definitely push the issue harder, and I might need to at some point, but all that work is very expensive. Finding her, serving her, getting a judge to sign off, that's not cheap. I'm following.
It's not cheap. And you better have that paperwork all the way right. You better have that paperwork all the way right. But I would say, don't just run. If she hasn't had sex with another man, don't just run and get divorced. Look, you are the leader. You in control. You check her up. And if she don't respond right to it, then hey, what can you do? You don't let her emasculate you. She's spiritually cutting your balls off if she emasculating you.
Up soon. I plan on talking about savings and my finances. Until I paid all the bills and realized how little was left, it didn't hit me that I had to worry about money. And then relevant comments. Somebody says, thanking you for letting her take this trip is basically her saying, when I get through living this single life, I'll be coming back to the comfort and security of a married life.
Again, this video is do this. Don't let her come back. Don't let her come back. If she cheats, it's over. It's over. And you don't let her just easily get your money either. Make her sweat. Make her hire a forensic accountant. Make her sweat. And look, if you got kids, you deal directly with your kid. You take care of your kid. Now, if y'all just had a reconcilable deal, if y'all just couldn't get on the same page, then yeah, it's okay for you to help her along the way. But if she stepped out on you, especially if she doing that I don't want to use the R word, that goofy trying to blame you stuff, man, you don't give her a quarter. You make her fight for every dime she get from you. You hide this, you hide that. You tell the Most High, hey, sorry Most High, but I'm finna lie. But you make it hard as you can for these chicks like this woman that they talking about. Look at his face. He was yarning at first, but now he looked disgusted. That's the somebody stank look. He like, man, he trying to guard what he say for censorship purpose. He want to go on a tangent.
When she returns,
look at his face.
Welcome home. Here are your walking papers. And Opie responded,
there you go.
100% under the delusion that she's coming back to a marriage.
Right.
She had a few conversations with our daughter, and she's convinced I'll understand and forgive her. So
she think he's soft as a biatch.
You freaking delusional.
I told you he said it's so disgusting. He was looking like something stank.
That you're filing for divorce or abandonment and see if this gets you some traction. I don't generally like the idea of going through kids, but they need to have your back on this. Maybe even tell her they'll cut her off as well if she keeps doing this to you. And
why this dude dude, that's their kid's mother. If she's a complete cornball, complete demon, that's still a mother. Why did he want so bad for the kids to be? He acting feminine. He acting feminine, man. You want the kids to understand the truth, but you don't want the kids to choose sides, man.
start posting about how she's living the good life and letting your kids and family know what kind of pickle this has put you in. Everyone probably assumes you're on board with this if you're not purposefully driving the true narrative. And Opie
Enough of this dude, man. This dude. I want him to watch my channel. I don't even want to hear it. Let's see what the next thing is. I know he got something good on it. But what? They talking for a long time. Okay, here we go. Let's see.
Me to go meet someone in the wild, and I go in the wild, and someone will be staring at me the whole entire night and won't come say hi.
Guys, another thing. We talking about girls and wives, but women you approach too. If they act disinterested, if you on a dating site, unmatch. If you talking to them at work, stop talking to them. Limit it. Don't be mad at them. Hey, how you doing? Good morning. That's it. If you see somebody else, be like, okay, well, on to the next one. Like, you should be ranking these chicks. If it's more than one woman that you like at your job, and the first one turn you down, you go to the next one and you be like, listen, what you expect me to do? You expect me not to say nothing to nobody else? And you wasn't interested? So on to the next.
How many more times is that gonna happen? How many more times am I gonna be in the bar, playing pool, at the coffee shop, on a walk?
Sometimes it's the way these women be looking. Okay, so look at her eyes. When somebody looks like that, are you gonna be willing to approach them? Like, guys are more likely to approach a happy acting, happy looking woman. Now, of course, some guys still a smash and dasher, but they more likely to approach. Like, it's the way her face looks. She not bad looking, but she look, and what's that on her lip? She not bad looking, but the way her face look, guys is probably not going. She need to smile more.
And I will be staring down at the person who is staring me down, smiling across the table, whatever, and you don't come say hi.
Oh, well, she say she be smiling.
I don't understand how it's possible that somebody who looks as good as I do is pumping my own gas.
I ain't gonna lie, she do look good, man. But who gonna pump? Why? Okay, why would a dude pump your gas and you ain't his girl? If you his girl, of course. But other than that, why would he pump your gas? Looks ain't enough no more. Looks ain't enough no more.
These women are entitled, man. They throw some makeup and they put on a little outfit, and then they think that, oh, I shouldn't be pumping my own gas. Women just think that they should exist in the world. This is gonna sound crazy to you. They think that throwing on some lashes and some lipstick means that they don't have to lift a finger. A lot of women are just lazy. They don't want to do anything, and they think they can get by on their looks, and it's not happening.
Y'all young dudes, I would say, watch Darius M, man.
The things that you think you desire from a man in the real world, like resources, money, like a ring, you're not that girl. I mean, you're not. On top of that, she got the nose ring theory. Y'all see the nose ring right there, which means she's a feminist. And you can already say she's the type to say, "Oh, men ain't nothing."
Yeah.
Get these men.
So
As
predict.
good as I do is pumping my own gas. It's an evil world we live in.
Now, this caption says, POV, we're hot and no man approaches. This is what I'm annoyed with modern women. They will see a guy that they find attractive, and then they will look at him real quick for like 2 seconds, and they turn their head. And they expect men to
You're right.
just grovel over and chase after men, approach. And then when men do approach, they still reject. So it's like, as men, we look at it like, what's the point? And they look like little kids, like pointing their fingers, their toes towards each other.
Hey, why you go down to the feet? okay, if these women don't need men, then why they be at cigar bars, all this stuff? If they don't need men, then why? I mean, go play catch, go throw the ball for your cat to bring it back.
Hey, what's your sign?
Scorpio.
Really?
Oh boy.
That's gonna be a no for me, I'm sorry.
Right.
What's your zodiac sign?
Aquarius.
Oh no, hell no.
Rejected.
What's your sign?
My sign?
Yeah.
I'm an Aries.
No thanks.
Sorry.
What is your sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Oh really?
Yes.
Listen, note to self, guys. If a woman ever tells you that she's into zodiac signs or anything like that, and she bases human connection and how you guys will be good partners based off what month and day you're born and year, cut her off. She,
I 50% disagree with that, and here's why. Because anybody that knows and understands zodiac signs knows that those characteristics be true. Now, here's where I agree with Darius, is that people bounce from light and dark, light and dark. So if you compatible, it's only as long as you in the light. But how many people stay on the light side? Yin and yang, I'm telling you, there's some truth to the zodiac, man. But I agree with them if they focus on it. Like me personally, like if it's a couple of them that I've had bad experiences with on jobs, relationships, consistently. Like Scorpio, no. I'm a Libra. Scorpio, no. Cause let me tell you, now let's off subject on subject. You can't say that it's every Scorpio, but I can say that most of the Scorpios I know, men and women, cheat on their mates and lie about it. And will lie, a Scorpio will lie so fast. Tell me I'm lying about this. If y'all know a Scorpio, and rest in peace to my father, but even my father will lie. I'm telling you, man. So this is where a lot of that stuff, I know. I don't work with Scorpios. I don't have a relationship with Scorpio. The Scorpio will lie. Because the Scorpio to a Scorpio, whatever is convenient is most important. They'll lie. I'm finna show you. This is where I disagree with Darius. A Scorpio, I would say 99% of the Scorpio that I know, this is how they are. They'll lie in a heartbeat. They'll cheat in a heartbeat. They'll steal in a heartbeat. That's just, look, I'm telling you, man. It's some truth to them characteristics in that zodiac. They have a double standard. They think they can say anything to you, but then they think you're supposed to, look, this is how they are. A Scorpio, right, will dog you out and then think when they change their mind or when they feeling better, you just supposed to act like nothing ever happened. I'm telling you, male and female, I'm telling you. I talk about you like a dog, but then when you say something about them, though, you say something about them. So I look at those signs, man, and I compare it to the people that I know. And one thing I've noticed is that each sign, the people are very similar. Very similar. Very similar. I remember in college, I had two girlfriends. They both were Pisces, right? that's why I couldn't choose between them, because there was just so many similarities between them. it was funny, but it was true. But them Scorpios, no. If a woman tell me she a Scorpio, I'm not dealing with her. I'm not even giving her a chance. It might sound unfair, but trust me, I know what I'm doing.
She's not using any logic. She's going off a zodiac sign. Oh man.
What are you doing?
You got it, right?
No, you asked me here.
But you're the man.
I paid for the first one.
So?
You're paying for it. You're tripping, bro.
Are you serious?
It's a little.
Are you seriously not paying?
What, bro? You asked me. I already hit too. You tripping?
I'm not
There you go.
I'm not interested. I don't have any money. I'm not interested. I have a girlfriend. I'm not interested.
Look.
Hi, I'm the man that Schminga817 said was hitting on her at Home Depot. I wanted to come on here and take a moment to clear a few things up. One, ouch. I mean, I'm not Brad Pitt, but I'm not Quasimodo either.
Oh.
Let's just be real. When women say they want dudes to approach and shoot the shot, they talk about dudes that they find attractive. But the issue with this is, how does that man know that he's attracted to her?
Right.
How does he know that, I will be her type? He doesn't know.
How did this dude find her video and come on here? Dude, that's funny as heck, man.
They complain when you're not this hot movie star looking guy, or that you're not over 6 feet tall, and then, oh well.
He said I'm not Quasimodo either. Dude is agitated. See? Listen. Isaiah 4:1. Why focus on those who don't want you? Focus on the ones that do. Because it's more that do than don't. Even for him. Now, I'm not talking about, I don't know. But there's more that do than don't. I guarantee you, and he knew how to talk, talk to women and stuff like that. It's more women that do than don't for every single one of us, man. Just make sure you don't stink. Make sure you dress nice. Make sure you got motion in this world. Like some of us don't even need motion. You just got it. But some guys don't need a little motion in the ocean to cause the commotion.
What guys are approaching? What's the point? Even if you're attractive, they'll still reject you and complain.
Why would he take? Darius taking secret shots, man. Darius is taking secret shots, man. Look how he's smiling. Darius never be smiling. He taking secret shots.
Is it more attractive for a guy to simp for you, or if he's like hard to get?
Always want what they can have. If you act hard to get, I'm gonna want to get it more. But once I get you, then yeah, you gotta be a simp.
That's how it be. Dude, she told the truth. Whew. Now that's how, I'm not like other. Yes, you are. Watch what this woman say again.
See with the benefit of hindsight how that might
This is a long video, y'all, but listen.
But I was legitimately just
We're gonna keep going until we're done.
Guys hard to get, I chase for someone who's in.
Is it more attractive for a guy to simp for
Watch
you,
what she
or
say.
if he's like hard to get?
Always want what they can have. If you act hard to get, I'm gonna want to get it more. But once I get you, then yeah, you gotta be a simp.
Now you gotta be a simp. Man,
Look at her teeth, they're yellow. So she knows she smoked a lot. Like, this is, look, a camel. Look at those teeth. Like, but this is why
that could get changed, man. She not a bad looking girl. Darius is just piling. Darius be roasting them chicks.
all they do is show interest. Hey, how's it going? Oh yeah, I'm a bag away. They bag away. Then they play this delayed texting game. And they'll text you for 4 hours, 6 hours. Oh, I just saw your message. Just stupid stuff like that. It's rarely ever any genuine interest or connection. When a woman is into you, they play actually the most games because they don't want to give you the upper hand and let you know that, oh, I like it. It's stupid, man.
It's hot when a guy says to me, but I don't go for them. It's the ones that are hard to get. When a guy says to me, I'm like, yeah, that's cute, but if a guy's hard to get, I chase for some reason.
This is what women do.
Mm-hmm.
We break up with you in our head, emotionally, before we ever finally break up with you. Because by the time we're done, when we actually break up with you, we're good. Like, I already did the healing and the processing of this relationship.
This is what's scary about women.
Right.
In their head. They're already searching for another guy. They already know who's next up. It could be your friend, it could be a co-worker that she's working with. It could be a guy down the street, your next door neighbor, but she knows who she wants next. But she'll continue to come around you, kiss you, she'll tell you she loves you, she'll have sex with you, y'all go out to dinner.
Darius is right.
One day she'll break up with you, like, what the heck? Like, what's going on? She'll shock you like,
Okay, I'm going to play back what Darius just said because he's definitely right. So, women that treat their relationship like a job. This is why a lot of them be like, oh, you shouldn't have quit your job. Like, if you're a dude and just think back now, you quit a job, right? I bet you your wife or your girl, could have been atrocious, horrible, or you shouldn't have quit your job because they're trying to get you to think like they would think. Because what most women do is, and this woman was telling the truth, by the time they'll even if they breaking up with you, coming back, all they doing is trying to set the stage for the other dude. The other dude might not be buying what they selling yet, but sometimes it can be more than one. It can be more than one. By the time they break up with you, they already over you. Like once they do for good, they'll just try to keep you in the picture because they can't handle loneliness or stuff like that. But once they done, and that's why you gotta be like the same way. You gotta be the same way. Don't give them all these chances. Throw them back out to them streets and move on, man. When they start, oh, you ain't this, you ain't that, oh, you treat me like ass, oh, you dogging me, oh, you and you start seeing that they been more over friendly with dudes, flirtation, but they trying to replace you, man. And with these jobs and with these women, you gotta match their energy. You gotta replace them. I'm telling you. Now watch what this lady has to say. And watch what Darius said again. Let's go back. Yep, they break up in their head, man. They'll still be doing everything. Oh yeah, we could do that business together. Oh yeah, oh you could use my car. Oh yeah, you could do this. No.
Before we ever finally break up with you, because by the time we're done, when we actually break up with you, we're good.
And this is why I say looks do have to matter, kind of. Because it hit different when the ugly women start clowning on you, man. It hit different.
Like, I already did the healing and the processing of this relationship.
This is what's scary about women. They will break up with you in their head. They're already.
It is scary.
They already know who's next up. It could
Yeah.
be a friend, it could be a co-worker that she's working with. It could be a guy down the street, your next door neighbor, but she knows.
It can be a customer.
She'll come around you, kiss you, she'll tell you she loves you, she'll have sex with you, y'all go out to dinner, and then one day she'll break up with you like, what the heck? Like, what's going on? She'll shock you like that. Because women break up in their head mentally before they actually leave. It's crazy.
Falling apart while it was in the relationship.
Okay. So she's a 10, but she has a high body count. Is she white? Yeah, his girlfriend. She probably
His girlfriend walked up. I'm talking, if she's a 10 and she got a high body count, she's a 0.
Right.
These women, what they want to do is just accept their high body count.
If she has a high body count, I'm finna show you something now. look, again, women, whores are not for relationship. Relationship is not for whores. You know what's for whores? Johns. If you have a dry spell and you a worldly dude or whatever, and you be like, okay, I gotta get me some 150. How much you want? Boom, 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 boom. Bye. That's who they for. But relationships are for women that have not been explored by all these men, man. When y'all gonna realize it, man? Y'all keep putting yourself under the ringer because you don't understand. I don't care if you the size of an elephant. That ain't gonna matter, man, because she gonna eventually get used to it. And she gonna be like, you can be 18 inches. She gonna be like, I wonder if he bigger than 18 inches. I wonder if he 19 inches, 20 inches. I need 20 inches. That's what she gonna say. So they're insatiable, man. They're insatiable, man. Get right with God. Get your money. Don't be church guy though, because church guy is gonna benefit them. All them whores go to church and try to rebrand themselves, and then when you marry them, the whore gonna come back out. Well, crying. Shut up. Try not to cuss, y'all. Let's keep going, because this video been long. It's almost the size of and the length of a live.
Like, yeah, just accept me. That's why they keep asking these silly questions. She's a 10, she's a 9, but her body counts 45.
I agree with Darius. If she's a 10, she's a 0. Look, okay, you a 10 and you got a 10 body count. Nope. I can see if you like 50 and you fine as I don't know what. Of course you gonna have. I mean, hey, 10 is a lot, man. 10 is a lot.
Smash real quick, but I'm not gonna date you.
Right.
So,
Me personally, I wouldn't even. You know, as men, sometimes you'll be like, let me see how I could do this thing. She had all these other dudes. Let me see what I could do. Some dudes will be like that.
she's a 10, but she has a high body count. Is she white? Yeah, his girlfriend. So she should probably listen
Her body count is 1. She'd ask me for a TikTok.
I just a TikTok. We're good. Thank you.
That's
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Tell me why. Every day I go out, looking adorable, tits bouncing, skin glistening, and yet nobody ever hits on me or approaches me. Ever. Oh my God, like please.
Let me say this to you women. You know, your husband will do anything for you. He not perfect though. Sometimes he want to watch the game. Sometimes he want to play the game. You know, you come back out here. How many of y'all women look better than her? And she's not even. How many of y'all? This your competition now. This your competition. You ready to throw your husband, throw your boyfriend that you're planning to marry to the dumps. Have you seen these girls on this video? How many of them do you have beat? Attitude-wise, looks-wise. This your competition. This is why some of y'all is not getting approached. Because dudes, especially the dudes they want with the money, man, they get, come on now.
I'll take a fucking construction worker catcall at this point. Please.
See how she took a secret shot? Well, not secret. I'll take a construction worker. That's a good job, man. Them dudes be making, sometimes they be making 100,000. See, that's her problem. She putting people down too much and karma hitting her. She probably had a dude that was a good dude and she rejected him, was over friendly and flirtatious, and he got tired of her. And so now ain't nobody approaching her. Karma.
Or who have always tried to date, but it seems like any and every man that they're interested in just isn't interested in them. Because I've been trying to date for like the past 2 years now, and I'd be lying if I said that it didn't do a number on my self-esteem. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've internalized some projections, more than sitting here and with you, and I've internalized how men treated me. Because after a while, it's just like, damn, something might just be wrong with me.
No, nothing's wrong with you. It's hyperbole. Notice that she said, all the guys that I want don't want me. It's because she's shooting above her pay grade.
Yeah, he right. So, again, guys, you an introvert, you shy, it's nothing wrong with you. It's them. But let me tell you something. Even if you're an introvert, you need to walk in an introverted confidence. Like, man, I'm not finna mess with any old. If you do, again, pull them dollars out. Look, don't think I'm condoning it. But before you let a woman try to be with you that don't like you, or a woman that you don't like, you better off just keeping it to yourself, doing your thing. Either on yourself or, listen, don't let the Bible, Solomon didn't let the Bible stop him, neither did Samson. Don't let the Bible give these women an upper hand on you. You can love God, but just don't allow that. Don't allow, and even if you in the church, man, it ain't none of your pastor business what you choose to do. You standing before God for yourself. So if your pastor ain't gonna treat you with respect after you tell him what you do, then you don't tell him what you do. F him. And F could be forget.
She's trying to go for guys who are 3 or 4 notches above her own sexual market value. And every woman thinks she deserves that. And I'm telling you, she's getting banged down, she's getting smashed by dudes who look way better than her, who are more attractive than her. And she's like, what's going on? I can't retain these guys, I can't keep these guys. It's because you are hyperbole and women wanting to make up. It's not even a cross.
People just gotta realize, everybody ain't gonna want you, and you ain't gonna want everybody. Okay? The end. She internalizing it, which she shouldn't be doing that either. You know, man, let's keep going. We gotta finish this up.
Those dudes that have a plethora of women, they get smashed.
Right. They say dating sucks. They say dating sucks. But does it suck? Or are people just having bad approaches and bad choices? But anyway, I do thank y'all for watching. And keep tuning in for more video.